Welcome to Movie Times. Today we are going to list the top 7 movies of Hollywood. Number 7, Pulp Fiction, 1994. Pulp Fiction is a 1994 American black comedy neo-noir crime film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, from a story by Tarantino and Roger Avary. Jules Winfield and Vincent Vega are two hitmen who are out to retrieve a suitcase stolen from their employer, mob boss Marcellus Wallace. Wallace has also asked Vincent to take his wife Mia out a few days later when Wallace himself will be out of town. Butch Coolidge is an aging boxer who is paid by Wallace to lose his fight. The lives of these seemingly unrelated people are woven together, comprising of a series of funny, bizarre and uncalled-for incidents. Number 6, Inception, 2010. Inception is a 2010 science fiction film written, co-produced, and directed by Christopher Nolan, and co-produced by Emma Thomas. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a professional thief Dom Cobb, the absolute best in the dangerous art of extraction, stealing valuable secrets from deep within the subconscious during the dream state, when the mind is at its most vulnerable. Cobb's rare ability has made him a coveted player in this treacherous new world of corporate espionage, but it has also made him an international fugitive and cost him everything he has ever loved. Now Cobb is being offered a chance at redemption. One last job could give him his life back, but only if he can accomplish the impossible inception. Instead of the perfect heist, Cobb and his team of specialists have to pull off the reverse. Their task is not to steal an idea but to plant one. If they succeed, it could be a perfect crime. But no amount of careful planning or expertise can prepare the team for the dangerous enemy that seems to predict their every move. An enemy that only Cobb could have seen coming. Number 5, Fight Club, 1999. Fight Club is a 1999 American film based on the 1996 novel of the same name by Chuck Palahniuk. The film was directed by David Fincher. A nameless first-person narrator attends support groups in an attempt to subdue his emotional state and relieve his insomniac state. When he meets Marla, another fake attendee of support groups, his life seems to become a little more bearable. However, when he associates himself with Tyler, he is dragged into an underground fight club and soap-making scheme. Together the two men spiral out of control and engage in the competitive rivalry for love and power. When the narrator is exposed to the hidden agenda of Tyler's Fight Club, he must accept the awful truth that Tyler may not be who he says he is. Number 4, The Dark Knight, 2008.
To the right. What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
The Dark Knight is a 2008 superhero film directed, co-produced, and co-written by Christopher Nolan. Set within a year after the events of Batman Begins.
I thought my jokes were bad.
Batman, Lieutenant James Gordon, and new District Attorney Harvey Dent successfully begin to round up the criminals that plague Gotham City until a mysterious and sadistic criminal mastermind known only as the Joker appears in Gotham, creating a new wave of chaos.
Man, we're gonna have to move him now.
Hi.
Batman's struggle against the Joker becomes deeply personal, forcing him to confront everything he believes and improve his technology to stop him. A love triangle develops between Bruce Wayne, Dent, and Rachel Dawes. The Joker threatens to keep killing people unless Batman reveals his identity. So he decided to reveal his secret identity. But before he can, however, Dent announces that he is Batman. Dent and Rachel are abducted by the Joker. They were being trapped in separate locations rigged with explosives. Batman races to save Rachel, while Gordon goes to save Dent. But realizing that the Joker sent him to Dent's location instead. Unfortunately, both buildings explode, killing Rachel and disfiguring half of Dent's face. The Joker finds Dent in Gotham General and manipulates him into seeking revenge for Rachel's death.
Because it's all part of the plan.
Dent goes on a killing spree based on a coin flip and targets people he holds responsible for Rachel's death.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Batman persuades Gordon to preserve Dent's heroic image by holding Batman responsible for the killing spree. Number 3. Forrest Gump, 1994. Forrest Gump is a 1994 American comedy-drama film based on the 1986 novel of the same name by Winston Groom. The film was directed by Robert Zemeckis and stars Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump is a simple man with a low IQ but good intentions. He is running through childhood with his best and only friend Jenny. His mama teaches him the ways of life and leaves him to choose his destiny. Forrest joins the Army for service in Vietnam, finding new friends called Dan and Bubba. He wins medals, creates a famous shrimp fishing fleet, inspires people to jog, starts a ping pong craze, creates the Smiley, writes bumper stickers and songs, donates to people and meets the president several times. However, this is all irrelevant to Forrest, who can only think of his childhood sweetheart Jenny Curran, who has messed up her life. Although, in the end, all he wants to prove is that anyone can love anyone. Number 2. The Godfather, 1972. The Godfather is a 1972 American crime film directed by Francis Ford Coppola based on Mario Puzo's best-selling novel of the same name. The story, spanning 1945 to 1955, chronicles the family under the patriarch Vito Corleone, focusing on the transformation of Michael Corleone from reluctant family outsider to the ruthless mafia boss. The Godfather is widely regarded as one of the greatest films in world cinema and one of the most influential, especially in the gangster genre. Number 1. Shawshank Redemption, 1994. The Shawshank Redemption is a 1994 American drama film written and directed by Frank Darabont. The film tells the story of Andy Dufresne, a banker who is sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his wife and her lover, despite his claims of innocence. During his time at the prison, he befriends a fellow inmate, Ellis Boyd Redretting, and finds himself protected by the guards after the warden begins using him in his money laundering operation. The film portrays the man's unique way of dealing with his new, torturous life. Along the way, he befriends a number of fellow prisoners, most notably a wise long-term inmate named Dredd. Comment your favorite movies. Like, share and subscribe my channel.